Hi everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of our podcast, where we the students talk about real life, school, and everything in between. I'm your host, Wayne Anunda, and today we are diving into a topic that affects us all, co-curricular activities in Kenyan high schools. Are they really helping us grow, or rather stealing our study time? Joining me are four amazing students from different classes and clubs. Let's get to know them. We'll start from my right-hand side.
Hi everyone, I'm Travis Baraza, a Form 3A student. I'm really into drama and music festivals.
Hi, my name is Maya Weganjo. I'm into sports, I'm very big on sports, and swimming is my thing.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Baraka, and as of Form 4, my biggest co-curricular is my studies.
Hi guys, so my name is Chanel Saina and I'm from 3A and I'm part of the Debate and Science Club.
Wow. Okay, so just to kick things off, when we talk about co-curricular activities, what are we really talking about? Yes, Maya.
When you're talking about co-curricular activities, you're basically talking about extra activities that an institution, a school may offer to its students.
Yeah, I agree with that. Co-curricular is like when the school offers studies for not just the mind, but also for the body and the social aspect. It lets people grow in more ways with drama and sports like basketball with their bodies and with just the way they interact with people.
So, to be more interactive, let's bring Chanel into the panel. Chanel, would you say there are like any unusual or cool events in these activities?
Yeah, we have Interact Club, we have Splash Water Club, we have Karaoke Club. All these clubs just like to help us grow socially. Yeah.
Wow, now that's amazing. And if I were you, I'd really love to be in such places, doing such stuff. But when you're talking about something, a subject, you really try to like focus on the disadvantages and advantages. So let's first start with the pros, the advantages. So when talking about co-curricular activities, what are some of the best parts in taking in these activities?
Okay, individually, I'm part of the drama team, right? It has helped me build more confidence, like I can speak in front of a whole crowd. Mm-hmm. Yeah, during our national festivals, we speak in front of people, like a big audience, Yeah.
Wow. And you, Maya?
An advantage of this, personally, it's helped me grow my skill of swimming, and I was able to be part of the team that went for nationals.
Wow. To greater heights we say, and so to greater heights we're going. But what about you, Baraka? What are some of the best things in taking part in these activities?
For me, especially before I joined Form 4, I used to be in a lot of debate competitions, and this really helped me with learning how to argue out conversations and even just getting across points, which I feel like even beyond high school and beyond my studies is such a valuable skill to have.
Valuable. Get that, valuable. And you, Saina?
I'd say that debate has really helped me boost my confidence, and it has also helped me to understand the real life situations or real life applications that I learned from class.
Wow, that's really interesting. Some of you, you should really learn something about this, because you see, as they have said, it has really helped them a lot. So it could also do the same for you, or even better. So we have already discussed about the advantages, the pros. So what about the cons, the disadvantages?
The thing with co-curriculars, if you don't know how to balance, that would be an issue. Because here in school, for example, you have to balance between your sports and keeping up with your academics. They have to be at the same level. When you're good at swimming, you have to be good at your books as well. Yeah.
Wow. Swimming and books, keeping up the balance. And Chanel, let's start by your side. What are some of the disadvantages in taking part in debate club and science club?
I'd definitely agree with Maya. Genuinely, I feel like if you can't balance between your club or your sport and your academic life, then you really have to work on that. Yeah.
Wow. They say life is a journey. And when you start, at the end, you get people through to get with you. So, when you join these activities, have you like made any new friends in them? Let's start with the ladies first. Maya.
When you get to interact with people during competitions, you get to interact with people from different tribes, different cultures. You come together, you mingle, make friends. Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Barak? Did you do the same?
I think, yeah, more or less. You really get to expand your culture even from where you come from. It's like school, but now expanding it even more, because when you go for things like festivals, you get to meet with other schools and you learn about even how their schooling life is. And even sometimes it can encourage you to do better even in your studies, despite the fact that you've gone for a co-curricular activity.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear, I repeat. Well, you see, one thing that really consumes this is time management. Can you really balance that well, like with the sports and again on the academics? So, do you feel like you fall behind in class whenever you go to do these activities? Chanel.
Well, personally, it's very easy for me to balance because now I put what I learn in debate in my classroom work, and whenever I'm in need of knowledge from class to debate, it also comes in hand. So personally, I think I can balance.
And now, let's absorb all of that and bring it back home. Laser Hill Academy.
Speaking of Laser Hill, one thing that you notice just when you enter the building, aside from the name, which you said, is there's this big cabinet of trophies that like shines from the gate up until you reach the reception. And one thing this does show us is that with all these extracurricular activities, you do have winning. And I think Laser Hill is one of the best examples for winning, especially when it comes to things like basketball, football, and even things like drama, especially drama. Actually, I think it wasn't just this year that we won the nationals, right?
Yeah.
In fact, they look at the basketball sector. We have won like 10 national championships. Come back to the football, 3 national championships. Rugby, 4 national championships.
Wow.
Come to East Africa, like we have really explored, Laser Hill, a big name.
Talking about basketball, we've even had people like Sarah Chan and Hashim Thabit. Hashim Thabit was actually an NBA player. And I don't know for all of you out there who know this, but the chances of you playing basketball and actually getting to the NBA is like 1 in 10 billion. Because there are so many people who do it, but so few actually reach the pinnacle. Sarah Chan has done above and beyond that. She was not only a player, but she also ended up being a big part of Giants of Africa, paying back to her homeland, and also she's a scout for the Toronto Raptors, which is above and beyond just a playing career.
For sure. Like, I'd say Laser Hill is such a great place to get yourself to great heights, as we say, to greater heights. For football, we've had so many great footballers out there. We've had those who've gone up to the Champions League, to the Europa's level, and we still have so many more who are coming, because in this school, we're going to greater heights.
And so, can we do both? Sports, education? Can we really find a balance? Should schools reduce these activities or maybe improve them? How should we take on these matters?
It's all a matter of the will. If you really want to balance, then it's definitely a good idea for schools to increase more of these co-curricular activities. When you do things like debate, like drama, like we've had, there's something about it that builds you, it frees you. It's also such an amazing release from just the everyday routine of going to class, I read, I might sleep through a few lessons, but at the end of the day, I know there's something I'm going to do that I'm really passionate about, something that gives me fulfillment. So it's definitely a good idea to add more of these activities. Like something that I know I've never done, but I've always wanted to do was, like Chanel said, we have karaoke club. And I love singing, and I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah.
True. So will die, by the way. But It's mostly about the passion, not the pressure. Don't always like listen to your friends, your peers, who like tell you that this is the best thing you should do. This is the best thing I would encourage you to actually join. When instead you're actually looking at a different picture, looking at a bigger thing. Please follow your heart. Don't follow what your friends say. But before we wrap things up, I, as your host, would like to encourage you, our viewers, listen, take notes. These activities are really going to help you out. Kenya, at its best, has produced the best athletes, for sure. For example, let's take Eliud Kipchoge. This guy has run many marathons, become victorious in most all of them. Even though at his retirement, the guy has accomplished really a lot. And it all started small, those small co-curricular activities back in school. So, for you, you could also do the same. Let's see what will come out of it. And I can really tell you and assure you, the best and the best is reassured. I've been your host, Wayne Anunda.
Yeah, I've been your panelist, Travis Baraza.
I've been your panelist, Gabriel Baraka.
I've been your panelist, Chanel Saina.
Thank you so much for tuning into our podcast. And whether you're scoring goals or in debates, remember your books. Remember to read your books. Because mostly, it all starts with the knowledge up here. So that's when you get to the talents.